Good evening everybody and welcome to Resonance Arcade. Today we're playing Metal Gear Solid 2. It's part 5 of our playthrough. I think it was part 4 last time. We were debating it at the end of the show. We've just, got onto a bridge or something and we're exploding things.
I was going to say, someone's going to have to give me a bit of an update as to what's happened.
Oh, so you... when was the last time you saw us playing this thing, actually?
I think it was episode 2 of...
Were we up to Raiden yet? Or was he still playing as Snake? Were we the blonde-haired guy yet?
Yeah, it was still playing as Snake.
Oh, right, well, we've done quite a lot since then. So, we're in a completely new part of the game. The tanker that we were on got sunk by the bad guys. God, there's a lot to catch up on. We're on an oil cleanup facility called the Big Shell, which is apparently there to clean up the oil spill. But obviously we know there wasn't a real oil spill there. There was just Metal Gear in a tanker. So you sent us a new guy called Raiden, who's a young sort of soldier who seems to be quite inexperienced, but has done a lot of VR missions, including playing through a VR mission of the original Metal Gear Solid. Right. So that's a bit of a meta joke against the gamer in that we are Raiden in terms of we've played Metal Gear Solid, that kind of thing. Yeah. We met a guy called Pliskin who's blatantly Snake in disguise, just not wearing his bandana and that. Fought a guy, just got rid of some bombs, fought an annoying boss called Fat Man. Been introduced to some more annoying characters called Dead Cell, who are like your Fox Sound bad guys in this game, but not as good. And currently looking for a sniper rifle. That's the best sum up I can do without really getting into the nitty gritty of it.
That was pretty good.
Got to save the president and the hostages and stuff, and find out what's going on.
God loves America.
Yeah.
So why are you after a sniper rifle?
So we can take out some explosives that I was just at. Basically, it's a bit of backtracking now to get to the warehouse to get the sniper rifle.
Right.
Yeah. If I'd remembered, we could have gone there first, but I forgot. So.
Thought there was a guy there for a second.
Through the parcel room again, your favourite room, I think.
Is this the one where you died?
It wasn't, but there's been a few alerts here in the time that we've been playing.
I'm actually remembering where things are, I think, for once.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a circular structure, this thing. If you see a map of it in a bit, you'll sort of get what we're talking about. But there's like struts and rooms and a core, and it's like it's basically like a massive oil rig type looking structure. It's quite an interesting design.
It's a bit boring though, really.
It's a bit bland compared to the other game, which is very different areas all the time. We'll concede
this is
that.
Obviously like a HD remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty good looking anyway, but yeah, it is HD.
I think your best bet, Chris, is to go and look around all the rooms you can get in on this top floor before you go downstairs, just to see. Plus, if you tranquilise the guys up here, they can't see you running around downstairs either. So it's best try and neutralise the guards, I reckon. There's somebody there. And then you can run around and look for what you're looking for, because I can't remember which room it's in. So your best bet is to just do a bit of sneaking.
Shit.
I think he's going to come that way. You might have to just run and punch him. Ooh! You got him just in time there. Nice.
Shit.
Quick, like it. That guy's going to now...
I know, he's going to be back up.
The corner as well.
Actually went out there by accident.
I might be alright, actually. That might have reset the room. That guy should still be asleep, but hopefully that other guy won't be investigating anymore. There you go.
He's to it.
Is he still going to come around the corner? Did you hit him then?
Yep.
Oh, he'll go down in a second. Wouldn't it be quick enough, though? Yeah, in this game, Steve, if the soldiers don't radio in an alert, it doesn't properly register. So you see how that guy's getting his walkie-talkie out before Chris shot him?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It still counts as an alert and you got caught on your statistics, but the guards don't all come rushing in.
Right, so it doesn't cause a big...
So yeah, so his radar's... Yeah, he's not got the... radar's not gone off, but they're going to send a team out because he opened up his comms but didn't get to say anything.
Alright.
So yeah, I'll just see if you can get in one of these rooms and... That could be what you're after, is that the...
Nope, RGB.
Nope, that's a good thing to have as well. That's good for fighting the Harrier jet, that is. That's a grenade launcher. It's a good thing to have. This is the best the best room in the game because it's got all the weapons in it. This room.
That was him waking the other guy up, that punch sound.
Yeah. That really cartoony punch sound. Is there a vent you can crawl in this room as well?
There may be.
Just out of interest. Obviously,
no.
like when you feel secure to look around.
Nothing wrong. Everything's okay.
Everything's
There's a
okay
couple
apart from
lockers.
he was tranquilised.
Well, you know. They also seem to have short-term memory loss because both those guards spotted you before you put them to sleep.
Yeah.
They didn't say, "Oh, there was this bloke in a weird blue outfit that like tranquilised me and punched me in the face and stuff."
They might have amnesia.
Yeah, maybe that's the tranquilizer. Like removes the last 3 minutes of your memory before you went to sleep or something.
It's plausible, I suppose.
It's kind of silly, but whatever. The whole game's pretty silly. Oh, lasers! Lasers! You could probably just crawl under them. Or actually, in this game, I think you have to. You see, there's a control box on top of that locker. Yeah. That's a bit more of a advanced security system. Not that advanced, but, you know.
Oh, at last.
No, that's the M4. That's another machine gun.
I know.
Also pretty handy, but it's not the PS. You actually want the PSG one sniper rifle. Well, you've still got two cool new weapons anyway, even if you don't need them straight away. It's still good for killing stuff with. I think the M4 is a slightly more powerful machine gun than the AK-47. I don't know if it's that much better, but...
Shit.
Can you get them both?
Bollocks.
I hate that when they just move their head right when you're about to shoot them. So selfish, aren't they? Bloody guards.
Just let me kill you.
Yeah, innit?
Nothing here.
Not now.
That means that guy has to report in. So if now that he's asleep, in about a minute or so, someone's going to say, "What's going on? Respond!" And they will send guys out again. Where's that flipping sniper rifle? Maybe it is downstairs. I'm sure it's upstairs. So.
There's plenty more.
Oh, there's some ammo for it. So it must be around here somewhere.
That's out, isn't it, to the left?
Yeah. Any of the like orange doors are like they're taking you out.
Must be downstairs then.
If you've been in the room to the right, if you go through that vent, it'll take you out near it. And that's the last room upstairs. Maybe it's in there. Because there's only one room downstairs, that big sort of open room that you got the AK-47 in. So I can't see it being in there really. This is good. Doing some actually good sneaking here as well, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm determined to be better this time round because it was embarrassing.
There's a vent to the right of that room I can see on your map. I don't know if there's anything cool in there. Might be worth having a look.
Oh, well, I can hide behind there. I know that.
Yep.
Raiden's also quite wet in comparison to Snake. PSG-1
PSG-1 tranquilizer. Yeah, that's the. It's the. Yep. That's an excellent pickup to have. Excellent. That means you can take guards out at long range with the tranquilizer. It's brilliant.
How long do they stay tranked for?
Depends on your difficulty setting, but it's only a couple of minutes. It's
and also depends on how much you fuck around with them, because you can pick them up and drag them around and stuff.
Yeah. You can also, I think, when they're on the floor, you can do your punch thing sometimes. Oh no, it doesn't work with Raiden. Or maybe it does. I'm thinking of Metal Gear Solid 3. You can do he does like a low sweeping kick in Metal Gear Solid 3, so you can sort of kick them awake as well after a few kicks. But it's not in this game. You can pick them up and drop them, and that'll eventually wake them up.
There was a PSG bullet round here. There we are.
Yeah.
Right then, back.
Yeah, you're heading back the way you came, so you're back out the north room of this one, so just stay on this top level.
Oh, Dick.
Oh man, it was going so well. It was the best section of sneaking we yet had.
That was an accident. Sorry.
Yeah.
I pressed the wrong. You know, I held the button too long when I was. Oh.
It's gonna look.
No, is he?
Is he?
Clear?
Is he?
Yes.
Ah, you're clear.
Looked right at me then as well.
It's like, he went in this room. Could he be in the cupboard? No, he must have vanished.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's more? Yeah, it's like Occam's razor. It's like which one's more likely that he hid in a locker or disappeared?
Yeah.
He probably disappeared.
The fact that
Probably
you
just
can
my
hide in lockers.
imagination.
The fact that you can hide in lockers is daft enough, isn't it?
Yeah, most lockers in real life aren't that big, are they? Think about it. Most that I've encountered haven't been anywhere near that big. You wouldn't do that in a local swimming baths, would you? You can barely fit your bag in.
Must be American lockers.
Yeah, they supersize everything over there, don't they?
Are they on my level, them guys?
The ones that are in bright blue, I think, are. I'm not sure. I have a peek. I can see torches and stuff flashing. It's so tempting just to leg it, isn't it?
It is,
the
but-
door's just there. It's just on the other side of the room. But you can't really play this. Well, you can play this game that way, but it.
You can
It's
play
not gonna work
MGS 3 and 4 a little bit more like that.
Yeah, you can be a bit more of a run and gunner in 3 and 4. But this game punishes you for it quite a lot if you do.
Shit.
It's alright.
Didn't care.
No, not bothered. Did we talk about in the first game how they said that the genome soldiers were like enhanced soldiers, and they have extra good like hearing and vision, and it's like they've got a cone of vision about 6 feet long.
It makes you think what the other soldiers must have been like for these guys to be an improvement.
Yeah, exactly. Could they literally just not see anything? They're just blind and deaf. They're just basically a bunch of Helen Kellers in uniform.
Right.
Yeah. Oh no! You've got a thing about hanging over that banister, haven't you?
I thought it was a good way to get out of the room without getting caught, but obviously I jumped straight on a dude.
Yeah, the guy walking down the stairs. Yeah. Oh.
Straight over, isn't it?
Yep. Did you save it after you'd already shot a few of the thingies?
I think so,
we'll
but I don't know
find-
if that makes a difference, does it?
It should be alright. We'll find out when we get there, I guess. Now again, there's more of these sensors depending on what difficulty you're playing on, so on normal I'm not sure how many there are.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Happy
once
fireworks
you
night,
get-
by the way, everybody.
It's
Oh, it will
tomorrow,
be.
isn't it?
It is tomorrow,
yeah.
but
Tonight.
And it's not going to be when this gets uploaded either. So.
no, but you just heard a firework, and I'm sure everybody on the listening to the recording heard
I've been
it.
hearing fireworks all week, to be honest. Well, for the past week, because obviously it's only Tuesday in our time.
Oh, hum.
Alrighty then. Time for some sniper action. So, I think all the ones you shot have reset, mate. They've got lights on them still. Which is a bit annoying.
Oh, no. It's alright.
It takes a few seconds, I guess, to just blast them. Yeah, so there's one behind that flag, I think. The wind will, like, flutter it every once in a while so you can see. I think.
There's definitely something behind it there.
Yeah. There's basically a load of, like, sensors you have to shoot in order to get rid of all the explosives on this bridge.
Alright.
But then shortly after, you fight a Harrier on that bridge and none of the C4 goes off, which is kind of like, alright then. According
You
to the
shoot-
game's own logic.
Can you shoot through the flag?
Yeah, yeah. You just have to be aiming at the right place.
Yeah, and if it's right near explosives, so...
I don't think it is for that one. Maybe just try. Maybe shooting it moves it. Or it could be that it's not on this difficulty, mate. Maybe there isn't one behind it on this difficulty. I could be totally talking bollocks there.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's what happens if you hit the explosive instead. That's a death.
43.
Ouchie.
That was Snake shouting Raiden then, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Snake gets to be the shouty death.
Oh, sorry.
Man.
Pliskin.
Yeah. Iroquois Pliskin. Oh, what is he? Iroquois Pliskin, that's his name. Lieutenant junior grade. See, I wonder if real snipers do take, like, drugs to calm their hands, or do they just have good, steady aim?
I think they'd probably be trained that way, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Yeah, it's all about breathing. I did a bit of sniper training when I was in Army Cadets, and it's fucking hard work.
Do you fire as you're breathing out, sort of thing, generally?
Yeah, you breathe out fully and then you fire.
But that's true of general marksmanship, isn't it? Not just sniping. Like with handguns, you do the same thing, don't you? You've been to a shooting range, haven't you, Chris, as well?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I've always kind of wanted to do that. Yeah, I'd like to have a go at that. Just blasting away.
It is fun.
Yeah, I bet it is.
What Army Cadets were you in, Chris?
Yam.
I was in the Colby Newham detachment.
We hated you guys.
Yeah, we hated you.
Of course, because it wasn't the one you were from, you hated him.
Yeah. It was like
are you
football.
the Royal Signals then?
No, Green Howards.
I was the Green Howards as well.
I got like second lieutenant. I got best cadet on the pass out parade, and I got like second lieutenant before I broke my leg, and ended up just giving up with my army career and everything. So I was intending to go in the army.
I was thinking about it when I was younger, which is why I kind of went to the cadets. But I got like corporal.
Yeah.
And then I discovered alcohol and women.
I was getting I got quite bullied as well when I was in there. There's quite a lot of nasty shit that went on.
It was quite cool, the Club in one, probably because my uncle was the detachment commander.
That would help.
Yeah. Although I did actually get probably more bullied because of that than anything else. We used to get like the piss taken out because my uncle was like in charge.
Yeah.
Just to quickly say, you will know that you've got all the sensors when you get a mandatory codec call. So the game will tell you when you've done all the sensors. So don't assume that you have before you have, if you know what I mean. This could be the last one.
Oh my
so
god,
why
Chris!
have to list this part of the map with C4?
Just to stop you from going over.
Does not stop everyone else from going over though.
Yeah. So I think, Chris, if you head up to the top level, I think you might have to I think there might be some sensors on the bottom side of that bridge. If you sort of look over there, if you sort of look north from where you are now, and then maybe get on your sort of tippy toes. There you go. There's a load of seagulls on the other side of the thing. I think there's one there.
Oh, Chris.
And I could be wrong, but there might be one above the door that you stood outside of right now as well, possibly. Again, I'm getting them confused because on harder difficulties there's more sensors, and I forget which ones are where and all that kind of shit.
It's done that one, isn't it?
No,
yeah, there's some seagulls down there. I would check the door that you behind you.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Oh, you can see it glowing already. That should be all of them, hopefully. No.
I did get that one, didn't I?
Well, we couldn't. The flag never moved enough for you to see it, so.
I did, but and then I moved it to where I thought it wasn't shot, but I didn't confirm it was dead.
Ah, right, okay. Well, maybe that's the last one then.
Come on, druggie, stop shaking. Oh, come on.
It's just riveting viewing for everybody.
watching a badly animated flag flap away.
Flag stalking the game.
Tactical flag action.
Ooh.
Look at you there, flapping in the wind. I can see you. Yeah, I've got a feeling there may be one on the sort of lower level of that bridge somewhere. It might be on the other side. If you sort of look and look, you start, do that. Is it R2 and L2 together, where you stand on your tiptoes?
Yeah, hang on. I can see the flag, the control pad better from here. If I stop shaking like a junkie, no, that's
Yeah,
done.
you've already got it.
That's done. Yeah.
Right. So what are we thinking here?
If you go back to the top of the steps and go to the left or the right hand side and just sort of look, but then and stand on your tiptoes and look over the. I thought there might be one down there somewhere. Really can't remember where they are.
Call yourself an expert.
Is there any more on the centre of the bridge that you just missed that you've not spotted?
Does it definitely bring up a call when you get them all?
Yeah, it definitely does something. If you try and walk across before you've got them all, it just blows up. So you have to get them all before you can progress, and it will tell you when you've done it. Ooh, How's ever?
That wasn't right. That's right.
Maybe you have to walk down to the sort of steps to try and see a bit further under that bridge. I don't know.
Oh,
like,
I just saw it.
Where was it? Oh, hello. There we go. Oh, this has got to be the last one now. Flippin' heck. There you go. Little cutscene, whatever. Same difference.
And an obligatory codec call when we start walking over the bridge, of course. Probably.
Probably will be. It's almost like we've played this before. Or no,
I don't remember that much detail.
I found us a
No.
ride.
But every time you do anything significant, codec call.
Is it in good shape? Full tank.
Who's that guy?
I'm heading for Shell 1 now.
That's
Snake.
About that Harrier.
It's not on the heliport here.
Good. I'll set this one down there then.
Can you
Yeah,
put
so
the
he's organised to
hostages?
get a helicopter
The
to
beam
get
tunnel
rid of
level
to get the
B1
hostages
and
out,
core.
and he's got a friend with him who can fly
You
one.
happened to find
Apparently.
any other places where hostages were being held, did you?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
How many hostages are there?
There's a few short of 30. One dead and several wounded.
The Kasatka's cargo area will hold 13 max.
What about the other
Shit.
Kasatka?
I sabotaged it. It can't come after us if it can't get off the ground. We'll have to make 2 trips.
Can you fly a Kasatka?
I have a pilot who's flown the civilian model, the KA-62 in VR. There's not a whole lot of difference between the military KA-60 and the civilian model.
Cleared for takeoff.
Right. Let me introduce you to my partner, Otacon.
This is kind of confirmation that it definitely is Snake if you didn't actually
Yeah.
Yeah.
get that beforehand. Or if you were still like, is it Snake?
Is it just the same voice? No, it definitely is him.
Colonel, I need some answers from you. Who exactly is Pliskin and his partner?
I know what you're thinking.
It keeps coming back to Shadow Moses. And now this Otacon.
AKA Hal Emmerich, PhD, a Shadow Moses survivor.
Rose?
Snake and I.
Oh yeah, on this mission for some reason you've got your girlfriend there doing your save data, Rose. She keeps talking to you about shit like there was one where she was sort of talking about the first day that they met and it was like really cheesy and cringeworthy.
All the music
Yeah.
changed as well. It went all romantic and wistful.
Yeah, when it became like dinner jazz music in the background, the codec call.
Terrorists.
One of those
Yeah.
things where, like,
Why are you
this
defending them?
this really isn't the time or the
Back on
place.
what I've done here so
Yeah,
far.
exactly.
Have you got a few
What I-
minutes? She rings up and says that one point. Have you got a few minutes? No!
Mission like
No.
this.
Secret mission! Hello!
Can't save the world, bitch.
Something
Trying to save the president
I
from,
can't
you
think of
know,
the right word, but
death
it
and
has
stuff.
to be pure will, backed up by courage or ideals or something like that.
Yeah.
Put my life on it. The solid snake that saved Shadow Moses couldn't turn into a terrorist.
Maybe that's true, but they went down with
Well,
that tanker
it just
2
depends
years
on what
ago.
side of the line you're on,
He
doesn't it, Raiden,
recovered
really?
Snake's body.
And the DNA test results on the body say it's him.
Jack, I know what you're saying, but Snake is dead. He can't be here. Not even as this Dr. Hal Emmerich.
But that also means that he can't be the terrorist leader behind this thing.
Raiden's on the right side, isn't he?
Yeah! Sort of. Yeah, you're about to fight the Harrier, mate. Pretty sure of it.
Oh, here we go.
Solidus.
You, a messenger from the Patriots.
You'd have thought, though, that it'd have like only wore that cloak at certain points, not all the way through it, you know?
No, not just around
Yeah.
here. I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself.
It's kind of a
That's a
Japanese
massive
thing, though, isn't it? For bad guys to wear
Solid
cloaks.
Snake. No, that is not Solid Snake.
Listening, can hear over the helicopter, can hear
Yeah,
these
yeah,
guys
yeah,
on a
yeah.
bridge talking.
Talking, yeah.
What a pleasant surprise, brother. Save it. You want mine. Don't say
Shoot him now. Shoot him now. Shoot him now. There's a lot of this in Metal Gear where they stand pointing guns at each other,
Mate,
talking, and it's
mate,
like,
Hollywood.
just shoot him in the face.
Hollywood.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, fire a grenade at him right now.
take
Yeah.
cover.
Dick.
Looks a daisy.
Oh, here we go.
He has got some pretty badass, like, armor
His
on.
cloak just burned off.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop it.
Revealing the slightly weird but cool armor he's got on underneath.
Must have been made out of like shell suit stuff for the way it went up that quick.
Do you remember getting those, like, sort of PSAs when you were kids about shell suits and how quickly they set
Yeah.
on fire?
I always got told a horror story about some kid who got melted into one and had to spend the rest of their lives in like a slightly burnt shell suit. Just wrapped to the skin.
Shouldn't laugh,
What's going on with his neck? Odd developer texture.
Looks like it's snake skin.
Yeah. I think he's got that over the bits of his armor that aren't plate armor, as it were, like the movable bits. Oh,
That the best you can do, Snake.
nope.
So why isn't Snake the main protagonist for this?
There's a few reasons. Kojima said that he wanted to give people a different perspective on Snake. He says that Snake still is the hero of this game in a lot of ways, but you look at it from the outside rather than from the inside. Another reason is that he kind of wanted to fuck with his own fans a little bit, he kind of trolled them by having this massive game which was really hyped up at the time, having the tanker chapter which everyone played through as a demo or saw bits of, and then it was a big bait and switch just to play with people's expectations. And there is an element of the differences between Snake and Raiden later on in the game. Like, he refers to Raiden being like Godzilla and Snake being like King Kong, and that Snake is able to
Drown you fools for
break free of what he's supposed to do and Godzilla isn't, or some shit. I don't know, it's kind of just waffling. There's kind of a lot of reasons.
Could have just blown that explosives up, couldn't I?
There's even speculation that he maybe did it because he wanted to get girls into the game by having a more younger, more attractive protagonist than a grizzled veteran like Snake. It's just, I don't really know.
There were reasons and there were many.
Yeah, the fans never let him forget it, that's for sure.
You can't stand up to the Harrier. You have to shoot the Harrier down.
But a man
Yes.
can. A rookie, if anything, as well.
Yeah, but he's got a Stinger missile launcher. It's the ultimate weapon against machines.
Everyone should have at least one Stinger missile launcher.
I've got one, but it's in my bedroom.
Right then. So I think he's just flown away. So you want to look out to where the radar's telling you that he is, and see if you can.
Oh, it's gonna keep interrupting me with cutscenes and shit, innit?
It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't think it does in this one that much.
Oh, what? What happened then?
Yeah, I try to remember his attack patterns. So yeah, he'll do that. So when he flies over, you have to go down to the lower level. So if you look, yeah, you try and track him on the radar and try and get a shot in before he comes and gets you. It's a bit like the Hind fight in a lot of ways, but faster because it's an aeroplane, not a helicopter.
Oh, that's Snake,
That's
isn't
the
it?
helicopter. Yeah.
Shit.
Don't do that.
You should just shoot Snake.
I did,
It's
yes.
the aeroplane, not the helicopter, mate. That's what you want to be killing. Where is he?
What the? Oh,
Um,
this is pointless if I can't see him ever.
no, it's not like that. Yeah, you would definitely want to go down now. He's going to be burning you with the engines. He'll go away, and you can see him in the distance, and you have to try and get a lock on him. But obviously, he's quite far away.
Oh my god. This isn't going well.
It's not going well. You've not even got a shot off at him yet, have you? That's going to hit the... There you go. Watch out, mate, you're going to get shot to shit. Hide behind one of those things. Yeah, Snake will occasionally, like, shoot a grenade at him from the helicopter every now and then. Which is a bit helpful.
Thank you, Snake. Oh! Oh, that was useful, wasn't it?
Right. Leg it down to the bottom level. Okay.
Not like that. That was the wrong button.
Yeah, did you just drop off then, or did you fall off?
I pressed X instead of triangle.
Whoops. So, like right now, for example, I think he's hovering above that thing, so if you can get... Oh no, he's zoomed off. There will be times when he goes out of range, but I believe in anime fashion, there's a little like spark in the distance when he's about to reappear. Like a little, you know, little shiny thing appears. There you go. This is when you'll get most of your damage in when he's just flying around like that.
Where's the tranquilizer? Sir Stinger missile.
The blue Stinger missile, like the rubber missile that just makes the plane fall asleep. It's probably about to fly at you, like...
Shit.
Yeah.
Stop cutscening!
It's gonna fly at you, I think, mate. There he goes. It's gonna start shooting you up.
Oh, mate, get down, you dick! Camera angles.
Quick, can't go down the stairs. Oh no, that'll do. Nope. Just... Right, he's fucking off now. So again, see if you can spot him and get a couple of shots in. There. God, his health bar's massive, isn't it? Crikey! How many missiles does that plane have on it?
You would have thought that would have started to damage the bridge.
Yeah, definitely. And maybe set up a couple of those explosives as well.
Kojima, you're a twat. Oh shit, wrong fucking thing.
Stop shooting at the helicopter! For fuck's sake!
We're on your side, remember?
Oh, get up, you blonde twat.
I can see this fight going on for a while.
It's fucking gay.
I quite like this fight. It's like...
It's just the
what
camera.
fight
Everything's been cool so far, but the camera angles on this one are doing my head in. Oh, mate.
I think the challenge is you just got to be fast with that stinger, like in the Metal Gear fight from the first game. It's just about equipping it, getting a shot off, and then equipping it and moving, sort of thing. Which, by the time you get to fighting the Metal Gear Rays at the end, is going to be even more important. Oh, he's a fast one.
Oh, mate! Fucking... There's no need for that at all.
What, the fact that it took control off you whilst it came up?
It keeps doing it just as I'm about to bloody shoot. I'm sure there's invincibility frames and that I can't shoot at, but still. It's hard enough remembering what bloody controls I need to press.
How many missiles have you got left?
You'll keep getting more. Snake keeps throwing them down to you.
Alright.
Yeah, these games will always give you enough ammo in a boss fight to complete the boss fight. They won't give you enough health items to survive, but they'll keep giving you ammo. Although they don't do that in Peace Walker, which is really annoying because you have to keep getting more ammo like dropped in for the fight, and it's really bloody irritating. But we'll get to that later when we get to that game.
Ammo in games can be very annoying. I'm always of the opinion that you'd never get yourself into a situation like this without being at least moderately prepared.
Yeah. They kind of make a point with the Metal Gear games of saying that your weapons, you pick them up on the mission, you don't get given them at the start, apart from maybe the M9 tranquilizer, but yeah. How did that not hit him then?
Wouldn't let me shoot at all then, and just decided to...
Now he's going to fire a big missile at you, so get... Oh no, he's not.
Oh, get out of that fucking view!
I'll take care of it.
Is that the best you can do?
I like how he's saying, is that the best you can do? It's like, mate, it is a bloke against a fucking Harrier. Like, the fact that he's alive at all at this stage is pretty impressive by any human standards. And also, if I was Solidus, I'd well shoot down that helicopter as well.
Yeah, because it can't take it apparently, can it?
Yeah, I would shoot it down straight away.
Fucking pointless.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's not letting you fire, is it? That's pretty lame. I don't remember that. But, irritating. He's got a lot of ammo for that machine gun as well.
Mm.
Is that the best you can do?
Get up! Get out the fucking way.
He might be firing a big missile at you. No, he's just flying. There's at one point in the fight he'll fly off into the distance and fire a massive missile at you, like in the Hind fight. Got all the pretty explosions though.
Fuck off doing that.
Well, he's gonna do it every time.
It's terrible. It's a shit design decision. It's
I'm
not
not
even.
gonna
It
be-
just annoys you. It's not even. Doesn't even help. He's not doing much taking care of it, is he?
He's firing grenades at him every now and then, but it's you that wins this fight, not Snake in a helicopter. Let's put it that way. Oh, he's flying right fast now, isn't he? Jesus. Oh, definitely get down to the bottom level. Cluster bombs.
Just flew through the ceiling then.
And you're on fire.
Slightly. That's what
what
the
they do.
that's what the emergency services say to do if you're on fire. Run in a very tight circle.
Yeah. That is usually the best bet when you're on fire.
Oh, mate.
Try dodging this!
That's the problem. When you're on the bottom level, you can barely shoot him because there's so much stuff in the way that it just hits that all the time.
Yeah, it looks really good, Kojima. Well done.
Oh, part of the floor's missing.
Yep.
It's the bombs, I think, that did that.
Yeah, the cluster bombs. I think he only used them once or twice in the fight. Go on, keep smashing him. Right, he's down to about half health, so I've got a feeling he's going to do that missile attack in a minute. Possibly.
Is that the best you can do?
Fucking hell. Gonna do a flyover, innit?
I'll let you come out in style.
No, he's shooting a missile at you, mate. I hope that's enough to protect you from it.
Shit.
Again, I think he only does that maybe once or twice in the fight as well.
More ammo. Catch.
Ha!
He keeps doing that as if like you're not expecting it.
Yeah, surprise!
Oh, look, he done the same thing he done last time.
He's also got that technology that Liquid had, where he's got a loudspeaker on his aircraft to shout things at you. Like, sort of like something out of Apocalypse Now, but really even more silly. Did you get him then?
I don't know. I think that might have got him.
Haha! We weren't expecting this, were you?
What?
I was just saying, you weren't expecting one of my 4 attacks then, were you? Haha, I surprised you. Well, no, mate, I've got your attack pattern now, to be fair.
Get in there! I'll take it back, this is not my favourite game of the lot.
No, this isn't anybody's favourite game of the lot. I mean, I love this game as well, but it is the dark horse of the series. The dark horse? What, that's not the phrase I mean. The black sheep.
It's the adopted child.
Yeah. Raiden's the adopted child that, yeah, the family never really loved like it was their own. Oh!
Oh shit, ran out of ammo.
Oh, you did actually run out of ammo. So yeah, I know C4 isn't supposed to explode when it gets shot, but surely if it's got missiles shot at it, that would probably make it blow up a bit.
I would have thought so.
Yeah, I mean, it's still an explosive substance.
Hmm. I wouldn't want to put any in the oven, put it that way.
No, I'm not planning on doing that in the near future. Is that the kind of thing they do on Brainiac or Mythbusters or something, just to
They could write in.
laugh? Yeah. You put some C4 in the microwave, see what happens.
Okay, you try and shoot at some with an aircraft-mounted minigun.
Yes.
I'll let you go out in style.
Nice. See, I can't see his health bar.
I know it's behind
Picture in
Chris's
picture,
head.
but I'm guessing you've got him right down low now.
Yeah, there's one left, basically.
Sweet. That hit.
Oh!
There you go.
I was just about to somersault down the bloody stairs and it took
Now
control
then,
from me.
Vamp is about to display more of his stupid powers. Sorry, there's a guy called Vamp who's a vampire as well, see?
He's a vampire.
He's a dick. He's an absolute bellend.
Like an actual vampire.
Yes and no. Yes, he is, but they kind of explain how he is in Metal Gear Solid 4. Like, there's a lot of silly things in this game that they kind of try and explain away in Metal Gear Solid 4, but they still end up being very silly.
There's something coming up.
But speaking of silly, well, this is actually pretty awesome. Metal Gear grabs the airplane in mid-air! Because that's fucking cool, that.
Metal Gear can swim.
Metal Gear
that's
Ray
how
Cam.
idiots, yeah. I suppose if you didn't see the end of the tanker chapter, that's what they were doing. You get to the bottom of that tanker, take pictures of Metal Gear, then Ocelot comes along and nicks it, basically, and swims away with it.
There's no good reason for Metal Gear to be out now, though. Is there really?
Other than to catch the aeroplane.
Yeah.
And I believe that's Ocelot piloting it. Oh God! Dangling, dangling. I bet you wish you'd done some pull-ups now, Chris. You don't need to.
Because that'd make it enthralling watching, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that takes forever to level that up as well. It's not really much point to it either than just doing it for the sake of it.
He's got a poorly head.
Yeah, there's a thing about snakes having one eye as well. Like Big Boss has an eye patch. Solidus has now lost an eye, and in Metal Gear Solid 4, Snake's got both of his eyes, but he uses an eye patch that's got like an infrared sensor on it and stuff over one of his eyes.
A solid eye.
Because
Solid eye, yeah. So the ramp's now going to run on water because of reasons. Where is that in his manifesto of powers? Because that's like not something vampires can do, as far as I'm aware.
Not traditionally.
Not traditionally, no.
Nosferatu was never noted for his ability to be lighter than or less dense than water.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, don't encourage him.
Running on water.
Well, once
giving
you
a
hear
big look,
Vamp
sir.
talk, once you hear Vamp talk, you'll start hating him. Interestingly, Vamp is voiced by a guy called Phil Lamar, who you probably know as Hermes from Futurama.
All right.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
And he also voiced Samurai Jack in Samurai Jack. He's like a really one of those prolific voice artists that you hear in loads of things but don't really ever think about. Because he's not got like a recognisable voice in a lot of ways that you could pick out that it's him straight away.
So is Solidus dead now then?
Right.
Nah,
You all right?
he's
No.
the last boss of the
How about
game.
you
So
guys? Barely managed, but we're all right.
That last boss fight.
Some time
Ugh.
for repairs.
you're gonna
I
not
hate
enjoy
boss
that.
fights. Why do I even like Metal Gear?
Okay.
So
I
many
hate bosses fights so much.
Are you?
You basically run between boss fights in Metal Gear Solid games. That's all you do.
Dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
Snake.
Yeah.
You're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend.
Do you like my
Nothing
haircut?
but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers. Everybody passes it on.
Did I do
I'm here
well?
because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second.
Ugh.
How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
There's something my best friend said to me once.
What?
We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good
Yeah,
at, but
Grey
at
Fox.
least I always fought
Memories.
for what I believed in.
What about the DNA results from that body?
That was Liquid's body. He and Snake are identical on the genetic level.
Liquid?
A deception, for our own protection. We stole his frozen body from some organization. Kind of a hassle, though.
That's all there is to it.
Are you two really an NGO?
Insofar as we're a non-profit organization of civilians advocating a cause, yes. The cause happens to be the
Exactly,
eradication
yes.
of Metal Gear.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Why would you stick your neck out for something this risky?
That's the way I used to look at it 4 years ago. I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, drinking too much.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world.
What responsibility?
I just go
Track
home.
of the mistakes we've made
Yep.
as a species.
We need to remember.
Legacy.
To spread the word, to fight for
That's what this
change,
game's about,
and
legacy.
That's what keeps me alive.
You think you can change the future?
Nah, I'm not as arrogant as that.
What you do isn't grassroots activism. It's more like terrorism.
I admit that.
But our group, Philanthropy, received some information. A new Metal Gear prototype was being developed here, and terrorists were planning to raid the facility. The information came from a very reliable source.
So you're here to...
We're here to stop all that. But I also have a personal motive.
Looks like the terrorists have his sister in the big shell.
Obviously.
We're on our own, not
Yeah.
under anyone's orders. We have our own battles. Otacon's here for someone. I'm not.
This is a military mission.
Colonel. some
Sorry,
shit
he's
just went
dummy
down.
out the pram.
Jack,
Yeah.
are you all right?
Just barely.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry. It wasn't intentional.
Was she watching him as well, or
I
what?
know I need to stay strong.
Yeah, they're not really clear on how much they can. I guess they've got satellite imagery, haven't they?
You will
Because they
make
talk
it
about
back.
one of the hostages
I
being
want
shot
you
on the
all
roof
way,
of
remember.
the big shell
There's a
before.
lot to know.
So they've got
I'm going
satellites
to
watching
save
the
the
whole
data,
event,
okay,
so
Jack?
that makes sense.
Go on then.
Yep. We're coming up to the underwater section next. Woohoo! See, I reckon you're going to hate this underwater section, but I have fond memories of it. Even maybe it's just because it's a bit of
Colonel, Metal
different
Gear's
kind of
already
gameplay
gone
for the
active.
series. I don't know.
It's not too late. You can still prevent a nuclear strike by securing the president and preventing password confirmation from taking place. Get to the president. He's in the core section of Shell 2.
I'm checking
Yeah.
the satellite images. Looks like you can get to the core from the other side of Strut L.
The core hasn't gone under yet from what we can tell. Follow the railings down, then jump onto the pipes.
The only viable strut in the outer perimeter is the L. That attack just now doesn't make any sense. It's like they have no more use for this place.
Well, they don't.
You were monitoring the codec calls. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation. They're an unknown factor.
You can take your simulation and... We're out here, we bleed, we die.
Calm down.
I suggest that you do, Raiden. Even if that is Snake. That has no bearing on your mission.
Colonel,
It has a bit of bearing
you
on the
and
mission.
Snake used to be on the same side. I don't understand. I read about you and Snake in the darkness of Shadow Moses.
I'll have to get
I
that.
don't give a damn.
That's the
what
official
piece of
novelization
crap
of the
said.
game.
Do you
Is it really?
I don't know. It would be cool if it was.
Would it
I
though?
wouldn't be surprised if there is one.
There will be one somewhere, probably.
There will be one, for sure. So, yeah, you're going to hang down and get onto that pipe. Not like that. You have to, like,
What's going on?
go over
Answer
the
me.
ledge thingy.
Jack!
Before you do that, though, if you go to the edge of that platform that you're on, like the main edge, not where they...
The main
Sort of-
edge.
Yeah, not the sort of ledge that you're hanging off, but the orange bit. There you go. Look down there at that item, just see what it is, if it's anything important. you
PSG
zoom
1
in on it-
ammo. PSG 1
Alright.
ammo.
You don't need it. I've got a feeling that bit sets on fire when you go over there, so you can only get it if you sort of do a cartwheel over. Anyways. I think there's bird poo on that pipe, so you have to like walk across it, not run, otherwise you'll slip and fall to your death.
Do you reckon that's about the right place to drop?
I think you can look down and see where you are if you use first person
Good call.
mode. I think a bit more to your left, that should be fine.
Yeah, that looks about central.
I think there's a ration at the end of it as well.
That's what I was going for.
Excellent. You obviously we're 2 seconds behind what you do, aren't we?
Oh,
So,
right, yeah.
I think you'd already started moving for it by the time I told you to go and get it. You can walk over the bird poo. It's if you run over it that you fall over. You just crawl through it instead. Colonel, I've got bird poo on my sneaking suit. Right, and get it together. The bird poo was not part of the simulation.
Get to the dry cleaners.
And these piles are going to fall away. Yep, so like it. Yeah, most of this section of the shell has been basically destroyed by that fight, and also the bombs that Fat Man placed earlier as well. Yeah. Here comes some dudes. You know what, Mr. Russian Soldier? Your mum's not a pretty sight, I imagine. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. So that sniper rifle is not silenced, but at this range it shouldn't really matter. Oh, it is silenced. That's handy. Did you hit the bird then?
I did.
Put a bird to sleep. That's
Oh,
fine.
for fuck's sake.
Obviously, if you just...
Jack, what's going on? Answer me.
Oh, it was amazing.
Really loose controls as well when you're moving around on precise surfaces. Even if you hold them slowly. I didn't then, but... Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
off. Kind of wish this game was over now.
What do you mean?
I'm just a bit bored of this one in particular. I don't know. The controls are awesome in general, apart from the issue I just pointed out. It's like, look, watch.
Yeah.
If I push back slightly, it kind of circles a little bit.
Yeah, so you can't actually...
Yeah, yeah.
Almost like you're on tracks.
Yeah.
Caterpillar tracks.
Yeah, you can't just turn around. The only way you can get over there is to go up there and then cartwheel over quickly. But if you run too far away, the fire starts.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, that's the
What the
question
hell?
I have.
It's a good question. What the hell happened? Oh,
Stop being too hasty.
Yeah. It's not a race.
It's not a race. I'm not speedrunning it.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome that I start back here.
It is just the best decision ever. Well, it's the beginning of this room, isn't it, if you think about it? How did that ration get there as well? That's ludicrous.
It
I
fell
think
off.
a bird might have dropped it.
Yeah, maybe.
It's actually made out of bird poo.
It's full of protein.
Sulfur.
Everything a growing boy needs on a mission.
This is not a pretty sight. Hurry up and check the situation.
Nice. Nice! That's how you do it. So, you have to sort of do some ledge droppy, sidey, slidey type deals here.
What, over the edge here?
Yeah, I think you slide over there.
Doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. And then on the other gap, you've got obviously got to hang off the ledge and
Get up then.
yeah.
Nearly pressed X again then. Jesus.
Yeah, I could tell you were nearly going to do that as well. You just sense it. Yeah, so something pretty weird happens in a second. There's a guy appears on the roof of the strut and starts taking a wee. And you can get weed on, and then you can call the colonel and just be like, oh, like really awkward.
Oh.
No call. Yeah, so you can crouch, slide past these windows.
Ah. Would you want to
Yeah.
do that, eh?
But I believe there will also be falling panels on some parts, so people get ready to get up and run.
Fucking hell.
You're best off crouch sliding, mate. Not
I know,
crawling.
but I ducked by then.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
How?
There was another guard on the right, wasn't there? There's two guys.
Alright,
there.
yeah, I get it. Fucking hell. Not you, sorry. The
Yeah. Oh, there's some robots. Shitty there.
No. Jack, please answer me. Jack!
Yeah. You're gonna start at that same place, I think. No, you're not. You're alright.
I hope Lou's been serving up.
Yeah, I've got a feeling by the end of this game in particular, there's going to be rather a lot of deaths.
How long before we get to triple figures?
Oh, I reckon at least the next game.
Yeah, I reckon somewhere in Metal Gear Solid 3 we'll get there. Yep. Oh shit! Fucking hell. That's tense, that shit. Right, I think you're good to go now. Because they're both on your left, aren't they?
The last time I got up and I thought I was bloody good to go, but they weren't on the left.
Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. This is the bit when you're sliding across here when the guy comes and starts taking a whiz on you. I'm pretty sure it's here. Oh, it's around this bit anyway. It's quite amusing. Oh, it's this bit. You can avoid it, I think. You can.
Can you shoot?
I
Can you shoot him in the penis?
think you can tranquilize him if you get the right angle, possibly. Maybe not. Oh, if you slide against the wall, then you can avoid it. But if you run through it, you obviously get weed on.
Oh, Chris, you like getting weed on?
I don't. I really don't.
Yeah.
I prefer scat.
So
Still
that's a
spraying
heavy
all over me legs,
stream he's
though.
coming out there, like.
It's like a horse.
That's
Yeah,
it-
it's an epic piss. That is. Christ, man. I'm usually well done by this point. So, if you have a look over here to see if there are any guards, because there's quite a lot of robots to shoot, and you're probably best off shooting them from up there. So, obviously, if you've got the AK-47 or the M4, they're the best ones to use, but if there's guards around, they might hear the gunfire. I don't know if there are any guards around for this bit. You are going to need the pentasamin for later on, so you don't want to just like gobble it all up on these sections either. You can shoot them from up closer as well, obviously, it's like whatever. I just like to get rid of all these fucking things because they're annoying as hell. Yeah, there was obviously a guard there. Oh well.
No, I think they do it anyway, don't they?
No, they don't. They don't trigger alert. It's only the guards that do that. They can if the camera spots you, but if you shoot them, they don't trigger an alert.
Well, there was that guard up there, wasn't there? Having a piss.
Oh, that'll be it, yeah. But you've shot all the robots down, haven't you? So just...
He might still be having a piss.
Alert, alert, I'm still having a wee though. What this might mean is that they might send out more Cypher drones. Oh, you can obviously shoot it with your silent SOCOM and no one will hear you shooting them. But you have to, obviously the range isn't as good and it's not as powerful. Ah, that's fine. I don't think that's... Try and head into that doorway. I don't think you can.
No, it's got shit going on around it.
What about the one to your south? I don't know if you can get in either of them, actually. It's worth trying to, though. Just for, I don't know, picking up extra bits, possible. No. Alright, no worries. I think you come back there later. Like the cartwheel over the gap. Oh, God!
Fucking hell. I wouldn't do that if I was him.
No, I'm sure that would work in real life. Not. So, yeah. I'm trying to remember. I don't think there are any guards in this bit at first. I think they only appear after you've picked up Emma, just to be extra irritating.
Olga, Snake, he's here.
Did you see Olga, Steve, from the tanker chapter?
My father had some unfinished business.
Don't think
First
so.
boss fight?
Olga, calm yourself.
He did if you watched one of the first ones with us.
Yeah.
I think I don't think it was the first. I think it was the second one that I joined in.
Ah, right, okay.
Screw your plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years.
I don't remember if there are
hell
any
is that
secret
gun?
bits around here. It's a directional microphone. You had to use it earlier on. There was a guy you had to speak to who had a pacemaker with the hostages, and you disguised yourself as a soldier. Went in there, had to listen for a pacemaker in his heartbeat, and then you speak to him. It was a whole thing.
Olga, we'll talk later. We need to get started on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell 1 is down.
What about the chopper?
The cam-off is out of action. Take the oil fence from strut L.
I'll tell my men to start pulling out.
Not yet.
Ooh,
Their retrieval comes last. The intruder's still at large.
Snake.
What about the other man?
Luck on his side, certainly.
He survived that explosion.
You did indeed.
Listen, Olga, the code confirmation is in 1 hour. Keep the president alive until then.
I know.
Yeah, they need the president alive because his vital signs are keyed into the nuclear launch code. So if his vital signs alter or dip every hour, then they won't be able to get access to him.
High voltage
Oh.
currents on.
The door stays shut unless the president manages to take out that circuit panel from inside the room. And it's no job for bare hands.
All right, come back immediately.
One more thing.
What?
We leave for Russia when this business is done. I want half the money for that.
Of course.
course. That was part of the agreement.
That voice says otherwise, doesn't it?
We started
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tone of it especially. Of course,
Yeah.
that was the agreement.
I wanted to take good care of them.
Yeah, it's not exactly the most truthful tone.
It's time they went free.
What happened to rebuilding Mother Russia?
Ed and Kia.
Try anything on us.
The feeling is mutual.
See you later, Olga.
Old Olgie.
I'm in front of the room where they're keeping the president.
Everything all right?
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close to the door. The floor is
It's,
electrified.
Don't
You have to
test it.
re-equip
You'll
yourself
be
with the
bacon.
Nikita missile launcher in this next section.
Remember the Shadow Moses VR training?
Take
Yeah,
out
exactly.
the circuit panel,
Right.
but there's no way into the room.
There's always a
Try
way into
ventilation
them.
ducts.
Yeah, I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it through the duct into the room.
Then
There just so
target the
happens to be one in this area.
Got it.
Right.
No, it's not. It's in the flooded area.
Don't hit the president.
You have to go underwater.
The president is wired with nanomachines. If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the walls have a built-in radio shield.
So that's why Ames lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position, you can log into the node.
Understood.
Locate a remote control missile launcher first.
So I'm pretty sure there aren't any guards around here yet. There are later on, but for now it's fine. So later on, you've got to sneak through this area while escorting Emma, who's like can barely move. It's most amusing.
Why can she barely move?
They say that she's. I'm sure it's explained. I think it's the fact that they've shot her up with some sort of drug or something. Yeah, cameras in there.
Yeah, I saw them. I just didn't think it would hit me there.
But you can shoot them though. You can just shoot them. You can just shoot cameras to death in this game, which is nice.
Ah. So I'll turn it on with my arse.
That's how I turn my computer on most days.
It's not a computer.
What isn't the node?
Yeah, it's a node.
It's a form of computer, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just being a dick.
It does computations. Ah, yeah. So this bit can be quite annoying because sometimes the president gets right in the way of the fucking missile, and if you hit him, then it's game over. But we'll worry about that later once you've actually got the thing. I think the flooded section is B2, but I'm not sure if there's something in B1 that you want to try and get as well. Oh, there's only 2 levels anyway. It's all wet. Those blue splotches on your radar are like air holes.
Right.
Yeah. Obviously, that's the ones that you can see are underneath you. Now, guess what happens when you go underwater?
Your phone rings?
Oh, they give you a codec call. Yeah, exactly.
Colonel, B1 is completely flooded.
How do these codecs work? Is it? Do you just?
Do you just think? You think
Is it
into them.
telepathic? Yeah, it is. It's like they've got a chip in your brain and you just think things and that's a conversation.
Well, you
Yep.
can see him though, kind of, so it must be like in front of him.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You'll be able to see his face.
It doesn't really make sense. It just doesn't.
Colonel sounds a bit funny.
Will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the
Yep,
life
and it's
will
falling,
stop.
mate.
You need to be aware of that.
This conversation's not helping.
Oh, it's inverted. Oh no. There you go. That's how you fucking move.
Yeah. I honestly cannot remember where the Nikita is in this area, so good luck with that. Just keep going around till you find it.
Just keep looking. You'll be
Yeah,
alright.
just keep going around the map until you've done it all. I've got a feeling it's like obviously one of the furthest points away from where you started, just to be awkward. Oh no!
Oh god.
Must have oxygen.
Okay, can I not invert my controls?
I think you might be able to do it on the node, but you can't do it from there. No.
Oh, hello.
Ooh, mines. How the hell did they get in there?
They're just sat around anyway.
Started walk into it, as you do.
There you go. Stop calling! I know I've got it. It said you've picked up the Nikita when I bloody picked it up, you Burke.
Fucking wrong way.
Going wrong way, the cat.
Right, now what am I doing going out?
Yeah, so you head in, I think, to the north end of this section to go out again. How do you find the underwater controls? Are they irritating or do you not mind them?
It's okay, but I want to invert my controls.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I assume I'm coming back through here, so I might go and see if I can do it now on the node.
You do come back through there, yeah.
If I can do
Yeah,
it.
I'm not sure. The thing is, it's only for when you're aiming. I don't think the water controls, I don't know if you can change them.
I was going to use this opportunity to go to the bathroom quickly.
No problem.
So, own view normal.
Didn't mean to do that.
But I'm not sure if it affects how it controls in the water or if that's just standard. Because your aiming normally is right, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's what it'll refer to.
See what it's like now. It's much easier.
Has you got it? Is it right now? Yeah.
Yeah, now let's see if I mess up the shooting.
I always have my y-axis inverted.
I might have
Is
just
it-
had it. I might have had it wrong. To be fair.
I said when you press up, it points down, and when you press down, it points up. It just feels more natural.
It is. It is inverted. I don't have mine inverted. Not on the control sticks, but I think mouse I do.
Really?
Right.
That would feel weird. Up on the mouse feels like it should go up on the screen. Whereas on the joystick, up feels like it should point down. I know that sounds weird, but it just feels more natural to
No,
me.
you're right. You're right. That is the way that my mouse is. It's not inverted. I'm a dick.
But
Yeah,
on a controller, definitely.
the shooting's wrong now. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
What you're going to do more of the shooting, aren't you?
Shooting's probably more critical.
There's another node there if you want to change it back anyway. So there's a couple of places you can find the Nikita from. I think the easiest one is actually the one that it showed you when it was telling you what to do. So if you head on top of those boxes...
Can I just fire it through here?
You can, but I think this is quicker if you do it the other way, but it doesn't really matter, you can do it any way you want.
I'll do it this way.
Or is that too high?
Oh.
Crouch?
I can't crouch. I've got hold of the fucking missile button and I can't get out.
That's weird. Can you unselect it? Oh, did you have square held down? Is that what it was?
I can do that with every other thing though.
Yeah, that was weird.
Right.
Anyway. So it's that big control thingy that he was stood next to when he was in the room. It's just in the northeast corner of the room. Not that that helps you much when you're guiding this missile, but...
Get out of the way, you bellend.
See, that's what's really annoying, is that he gets in the fucking way.
Okay, it just exploded.
I think you might have to, like, knock on the wall on the other side of the room to distract him and then quickly fire a missile through. It's the first box, not the second one.
Ah, that one there.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah!
But I think he keeps running right in front of the bloody things you're trying to get him away from, which is really bloody irritating.
President, isn't he? It's a problem.
Yeah. Fucking knob end. Never met one that I liked.
Ah! Bollocks.
That's cool, you've just distracted him over to that side of the room. Hopefully he'll fucking stay there.
Oh, what's that massive explosion? And I've just seen a missile flying. Oh shit, there he is. I should have went down there. Damn it. See if I can do it. No, can't do a 360 in there.
Because you can't do a UE in the vent. Do a 3.2. Oh, quick, before he runs over there.
What a dick! He ran into me!
Into that.
He ran!
Yeah, that is
I think
the
we're
most
not
fucking...
counting this as a death.
No, it has to be. Every time I've went to a game over screen.
Yeah, it's a game over.
Fair enough. Dead.
It is pretty annoying. See, I think if you knock on the wall, it might like stay there a bit, but you've obviously then got to be quick about going and firing the missile.
So nothing you can do to like tranquilise him or anything?
You can't, because you can't see him, like, from where you are. You can't get a clear view of him.
What about a trank Nikita?
Unfortunately, there isn't one. There's a lot of tranquilizer things in this game, but that's not one of them.
I got 99 tranks, but Nikita ain't one.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Got a feeling you might... Oof.
Say again.
I don't know, I've got a feeling you might need to knock on the wall, like, somewhere to distract him to one side of the room so that he doesn't run into the missiles.
You said that about 6 times. I'm sure I can do it without doing that.
Right, well then.
What are you doing? Get away!
Fucking thank God for that. That's a bit of a big explosion. It's like a nuclear holocaust.
I can go and have a strange conversation with the president.
I
Hi.
almost got pissed on today.
And he's gonna... Doesn't he try and grab Radin's knob? To make sure that he's a man or something?
President Johnson.
What?
He does, I'm not kidding.
So you're finally here.
You've been expecting me?
Your equipment, that skull suit isn't exactly standard military issue.
Sounds odd.
Are you all right, sir?
Is this some kind of sick joke? I thought you came to kill me.
What?
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you?
See?
What the?
What
You're
the? Indeed.
a man? Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Was that supposed to be comedy, or
I don't know, probably
think so.
the Japanese idea of comedy,
things
which
are
actually
starting to make
translates
a
into
little
sexual
sense.
assault.
fucking Obama did that to me? I'd be a bit upset.
If Obama did that to me, he'd be a bit upset.
So nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir.
It would be an upsetting time for everybody concerned, probably.
Everyone gets upset.
Do you read me, sir?
Yes.
Oh.
Mr. President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear
Stood right next to each other. There's no guards around.
I punched
Call
the
that.
switch
Talk?
myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why
He's
students?
the president. Hello.
I wanted
Got a bit of
absolute
power there.
power.
Yeah,
You're the
you know,
president. You have
there's not many places of power above that.
Figurehead.
Well,
Any
They
control.
obviously
Depends
have,
how much
you know, the president at the end of the day is, yeah,
The Patriot?
president at the end of the day is kind of a figurehead, isn't he? He doesn't necessarily make all the decisions. There's committees and
Yeah.
everyone has
Lobbyists.
to okay things.
Yeah, but if you take the president's power on his own, or take a committee member's power on their own,
Okay, maybe.
we're talking
He does
about
have the-
individuals.
He does have the executive order over the use of the military, doesn't he? But then the Queen has that in this country, technically, and it's like
Well, she doesn't execute it.
she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't use it, does she?
I wish for you to attack France.
Or she could say, "I don't condone this war in wherever it is." She could say no.
But then she'd be seen to be some kind of dissident, and they'd probably move to
Defense was initiated by
oust the royal family. You're useless.
We'd get our first public execution in like half a century, or whatever.
I wouldn't go that far. Fucking hell.
That's naturally where it goes.
Hang the old bag.
I was thinking more of the guillotine myself.
The escalator quickly.
The gorier the better.
Should hang, draw, and quarter.
A lethal injection just beforehand.
Aimed at satisfying the public.
That is an exceptionally brutal way to kill someone, that isn't it?
That's just like, it's really hitting
It's
home.
not your
Hung,
sanity that
drawn,
worries me.
and quartered.
Well, I suppose if once they've been hung, then they're already dead. You just then mutilate their body after that, but it's still really unpleasant.
Well, wasn't it they used to hang them up by the neck, and then the draw part was when they used to pull on the limbs when they were hanging?
No,
by them?
draw. Oh
Drawn
shit.
was cutting them open down the middle, wasn't it?
Yeah, drawn's cutting them straight down the centre, and then
quartered
quartering them is cutting them.
Yeah, quartering them.
Yeah.
Drawn is so
I
the
don't know,
guts
there
fall
was,
out, basically.
There was a torture device exhibition at the Dormans Museum in Middlesbrough a few months ago. Actually,
Yeah.
probably the beginning of the year. And some of the medieval torture devices just wince-worthy.
You seen the I can't remember the name of it, but it's a mask that you put on, and it's got like a tube on it, or it's got a hole in it, and they pour molten lead down it.
Oh,
And it,
That's
and
quite nasty, but that would kill you in a matter of minutes, if not
Yeah.
hours.
Be
Yeah,
very
there's
painful
One
though.
where it was basically a big kind of probably a foot diameter like wooden pole with a spike on the top of it.
And the sit people on
Yeah,
it.
they'd sit you on the top of it and then basically strap weights to your legs, hang you up by your arms, and just the slow creep of gravity would just basically.
kill you.
And that justifies
Yeah.
So unpleasant.
There's a lot of stuff. There was there's
There's a big
particular
saw that they used to take to women, but they used to take to women. They used to do it like from the crotch up over. You know those big jagged tooth saws you see that it cuts trees down with.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of them. And just thinking, just the first few strokes, just trying to
I don't-
get it homed.
Yeah, there was one where it's basically like a thing that you put someone's willy in and just chop it off, and that was for adulterers.
There's a lot of them. There's obviously there's the
Willy.
rack there's the rack as well. I mean, there's so many grotesque.
Yeah.
Iron Maiden's horrible. There's just a lot of nasty fucking.
I just don't like the thought of like a big wooden spike very, very slowly working its way through my body until it got like to my throat.
Although, to be fair, you'd be dead before it got to your throat, but it'd still be awfully agonising.
I mean, you probably wouldn't die until it like kind of breached your diaphragm.
Yeah. Before that, I would have thought once it had ruptured your internal organs and your digestive system, you'd be bleeding out internally and you'd die, right?
I'm thinking that it'd be that tight though that your blood would just kind of be inside, and it'd probably kind of self-seal to a certain extent. You can
This
survive
isn't really
without
relevant to Metal Gear. It's gone down a dark path, which I admit I started us on by talking about guillotines and stuff, so I apologise. I find this stuff morbidly fascinating, but it also makes me feel a bit sick when I talk about it for too long.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I start to think about it too much and what it would actually be like, and it's like, ugh. Anyway. So yeah, they're talking about how Solidus was the president of the United States, and he's a genetic clone of Big Boss. So if the president of the United States at the moment looked like a world-famous war hero, exactly like him, that would make people suspicious. Now this is the part of the Metal Gear lore that is just a blatant, like, oversight. Like they wrote it out before we really thought about what it actually meant to the history. So it's kind of stupid, basically. Anyway.
Liquid Snake, bringing about the said incident. As a result, he succeeded in obtaining Rex and the data on the warhead. But in doing so, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army. A blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots. Shortly thereafter, Solidus was removed from the presidential office.
Bit of a long cutscene, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of exposition here. He's called President Exposition.
Following his resignation, the Patriots selected me, their new pawn, for the presidency.
But that would mean that
everyone
the
likes new
presidential
pawn.
race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots for the benefit of the public.
It's not the benefit of the public, it's the benefit of the Patriots to keep the public under control. Get it right.
It's the same difference, though, isn't it?
Are you wearing pyjamas, Chris?
I am. I'm wearing my Superman pants.
Yay.
Not pyjamas, I've got a t-shirt on.
Capped?
You're wearing pyjama bottoms on.
Lounge pants.
Is that what they said on the packet?
Well, you buy just pyjama bottoms, yeah. They're generally classed as lounge pants. I did buy lounge pants, yes.
But are they called lounge pants, or is that just what you call them? Because I would call them pyjama bottoms.
They are lounge pants.
I think he's made his stance clear on this subject.
So
technically they're bed pants, because the walkers on yeah.
You get that mixed up with a bedpan though, and then you'd be pissing on the wrong things.
You go pissing on your
because we've all got bedpans, haven't we?
For emergencies, yeah.
I
can't emergencies.
You're calling them pants as well, because they're not pants, they're trousers.
What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marine
lounge trousers.
That was not
will compromise.
Lounge shorts. Bedroom attire. Apparel.
Instead of shorts, you can call lounge longs.
Shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
What'd you say?
No,
they're unisex.
quite serious.
What you say?
The infrastructure that you've seen is camouflage.
Yeah, so the big shell is just the facility to make the new Metal Gear. And Metal Gear Ray is not the new Metal Gear. It is, but it isn't the new one that they're building here.
So it's the new one, but it's not the new one.
The new one's not. It's very different to the other ones. It's when you see it, you'll see what I mean. It's very, very different to the other ones.
Arsenal
Gear.
That's right. Arsenal.
Well, there you go. I'm going to show you it now. It's a massive underwater submarine type base that's mobile.
All protected by a horde of mass-produced.
I think after this cutscene's done, I'm going to save, and I think I'll add it for the night.
It's about 1 hour and 44 minutes into this call, so I guess that's about an hour and a half of gameplay, give or take.
Yeah, about that.
So now
you just want to get back on Terraria, like?
That is exactly what I want to do. However,
I'm hungry.
I'm also getting a bit like.
Giving it the ability to exercise absolute control
That's
over our
fair enough,
nation's armed forces, not to mention our nuclear armament.
Look at all these numbers and statistics and things.
It must be important with all them numbers on the screen.
Yeah, all that stuff is Metal Gear data.
Is that
they're not using Windows.
Yes.
Metal Goss.
Gear is more than just a military tool.
You can just type in commands like run, destroy
It
world.
means to preserve the world
Solidus.
It
There you
will
go.
establish a new
Hey!
form of control.
Jesus.
The Patriots will
That
use
was a
it to keep
tortured
their place
one
as
now,
the
wasn't
country's
it?
true rulers. Right now, they feel pressured and threatened.
By what?
Unless there's something really fun coming up, which I don't think there is there? It's that water bit.
Listen, you go underwater and get Emma, who is not fun.
Can I leave her underwater?
You can, but it'll be a game over.
Damn it.
She's got her own O2 bar when you go under there, and if she dies, it's game over.
I bet it's about this long as well, isn't it?
I'm sure it's not as long as Ryden's, yeah. She's a crap escort person, isn't it? You know.
What's she doing there in the first place?
She's a scientician.
The scientician?
That's
Is that a real thing?
No, it's a Simpsons joke.
Alright.
She's a mathematician.
Yeah, she's one of the programmers of the sort of the AI that's inside Arsenal gear.
Totally unrealistic. Female programmers.
Yeah, and she's only like meant to be 17 or something stupid like that.
I'm only
She's meant to be like a
joking.
teenager, a wunderkind. But the joke about the scientician is one of my favourite Simpsons jokes. I think it's one where Lisa becomes a vegetarian and they're watching a film at school about eating meat. It's Troy McClure, like, hi, I'm Troy McClure. And they do all this, they go like, meat, is this good for you? Just ask this scientician. It cuts to a scientist, just goes, and then they cut away.
Yeah.
And from that day, the scientician has just been my favourite stupid word that doesn't mean anything. That and cromulent.
That's another one from The Simpsons as well. I think it's at someone's birthday party, where the Martin's birthday party, and he's trying to make the remainder disappear. He's like, calls himself a mathematician.
Oh yeah.
That made me chuckle.
God damn, The Simpsons didn't used to be amazing.
It did used to be very funny.
Yeah.
It just seems sad now.
She's the only remaining programmer for this project. According to Ocelot, she was being held in a locker room located in the northwest part of level B1.
So yeah, basically back through the water, have a fight with Vamp, and back through the water again. And yeah, so
This is card 4.
the Vamp fight is
Access
quite
all the way to Emma's
tricky.
location. Give this to her when you find her.
What is it?
A program for disrupting the control functions between GW and Arsenal gear. Take Emma to the computer room on level B2, Shell 1 core.
Backtracking again.
Program into the main system.
Yeah.
Is that a mini disc?
After Foxstein.
I think it is a
It
bit.
is Sony, so they do use them without
Yeah, it is. It's a mini disc.
prejudice.
Awesome.
I used to love my mini disc player.
I like
Sam
mine.
did. Sam did for ages. I never had one.
I
They
had
were just
one for a long time.
fantastic. Especially when they released that new compression, so you could fit like 10 CDs worth on one disc.
Yeah, they had like the long play mini discs, so you could fit. It was a certain number of minutes, wasn't it, of music? I can't remember how much, but yeah, it was a lot of albums.
I think there were 80 minutes as standard, and when you used the compression, you could get like 7 or 8 times that on it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Shoot me.
Now, kill me.
What the?
Isn't that his trank gun?
No, that's just so calm.
Kill me now, you'll at least prevent the nuclear strike.
Cut it out!
Do it! That's your role!
There's a little bit of Arnie and Total Recall about that, isn't there?
Alas, my finger must have slipped.
Oh, it was him that shot him. Right.
Of course.
See you around.
His finger didn't slip. He's an expert with those guns. He's a liar.
He did us a favor.
Wasn't he in the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, he was
Didn't he
called.
lose an arm? Or a
Yeah.
hand?
Oh,
Did
that's
you
a
not?
whole stupid plot point.
You haven't-
He's got
you-
liquid. He's got
Sorry?
Liquid Snake's arm. He's got Liquid Snake's arm grafted onto him, and Liquid Snake's like taken over his brain every now and then, and he talks with his voice, and he's like, "Oh, brother," and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really fucking stupid.
And he's doing that whenever
Yeah,
he's talking.
Yeah, his arm's all spazzing out and all veiny and that, and it's like, yeah, and he's like, "I live on through this arm."
Somehow.
It is that again. That is explained with a little bit of sciencey stuff later on in Metal Gear Solid 4. But for now, it's just like that's stupid. It's still stupid in Metal Gear Solid 4, but it's like really stupid in this one.
Right, I think that will do me.
Yeah.
Rose, isn't it?
Rose.
No response.
Responding.
You have to walk out of this
room's
room.
got radio block, hasn't it?
Yep. I remembered.
See if he drops out.
Get his dog tags. Nope. Shoot him a couple more times. See if that helps. Just unload all your weapons into the president. Yeah, I think if he was going to drop it, he'd have dropped it by now. You're going to shoot a grenade at him.
Rubbish.
He's definitely dead. Just making sure he's dead.
How the hell do I get out of here?
That door to your right there, the big orange light on it. South, east.
Oh yeah. Then
I
right.
see it.
There you go.
Colonel, the president is dead.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, you're not.
From here.
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat. However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal Gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell facility being a front for Arsenal Gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary to verify the facts. However, he was the president. I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the vice president, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the president to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to point out that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out. Raiden, we're running out of time. Find Emma. She's supposed to be located on level B1 in the core of that building you're in, right? You've got to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Hurry, Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the president didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
A lot of pressure on you, isn't there?
Raiden out.
Oh yeah.
It's easy. Oh.
Just save the world. That's all you gotta do.
Several
What's your
times.
status, Raiden?
Snake, the president, he's been assassinated.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemy's lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal Gear.
You knew about Arsenal Gear?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
You never asked.
Am I correct in assuming you also know
What
that
a
the Big
twat.
Shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal Gear?
Just said that.
I did. It's exactly
Just yes would have been fine there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have been fine. Yeah.
Is it because he doesn't really talk a lot in the first game? Now he's getting his like this moment in the.
He doesn't
limelight?
talk a lot. Did
He
you
just
watch
keeps
the
saying-
first game?
He doesn't know a lot in the first.
No.
He just keeps saying what? What?
The thing you just said.
Got that mad bomber.
Yeah, Snake gets to be the one that does the telling you stuff in this one. This is what I was talking about, like, Kojima kind of wanted you to see Snake from that perspective a bit in this
Yeah,
game.
not just.
And it kind of does work. He is like
I took these photos 2 years ago.
a bit cooler by you not having to play as him in some ways.
Yeah.
If I remember right,
I suppose that way he can
explained
kind
the
of
tanker.
progress along what the developer wanted him to do instead of what people do with him as a character.
Going public with
Yeah,
photos
yeah.
of the new Metal Gear
That's
would
true as well.
persuade the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission.
So then you get to thinking, like, so the tanker mission that's on this game, is that Raiden playing the VR mission, or were we really controlling Snake then? Like,
well,
what's real? What's just the game, and what really happened?
I'm losing my slender grip on reality.
Yeah, definitely. That's what this game's about as well. Like, that's a big part of it.
And him. Who are you talking about? A man that was supposed to be dead.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray. But Ocelot eliminated Colonel Gorlukovich and Marine.
This is a massive exposition dump, isn't it? This cutscene's gone on for about 20 minutes.
This is why I'm so shit at the game, because I forget how to play it by the time I get back into it.
You get the controls by the time you've done listening to all this shit.
Why is it fucking square to shoot? Oh.
Ocelot then sank the tanker along with the soldiers of the Marine Corps.
No.
How did you manage to get out?
Otacon managed to have a small boat ready for me.
That was the easy part. The tough part was not getting dragged down with a sinking tanker. Small miracle when you think about it. It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us. Photos of Snake, taken by the Cypher, were released to the public. In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
It was definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake?
Since the Shadow Moses incident, Snake became sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose Snake to be a hero.
Even your girlfriend, mate.
Snake did not have that gun when we played through that section. He's got a machine gun there. Nice!
That's it! They set all this up just to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that.
Yeah, come on, man. That would be ridiculously elaborate. Come on.
Headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray. They followed this up with a perfect plan. They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it. Then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal Gear.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
He needs a script editor, doesn't he?
Yes.
There's a lot of repeated stuff in it.
Do you think that's because of the translation?
I refuse to believe that Konami don't have the funds to hire someone to translate it, a good writer.
I'm sure they do, but like the mechanics of Japanese writing is completely different to Western writing.
You've got a point there, actually. Yeah,
that's true.
Like, it might not actually be able to translate into anything else, and they're probably trying to stay as true as possible to the source material.
But they manage to do that all the time with anime and get the similar meaning across to what the original.
But in anime, they repeat themselves constantly.
That's true. That is true. And you've got the advantage of anime episodes that are usually 23 minutes long, not like a 12-hour game.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is true. I have found that to be a thing in Japanese things that are written. It seems to be very long-winded. There's not a lot of get to the point about it. Like,
I think that's because they don't have the facility within their language to explain things, concisely.
Yeah, maybe that is it.
Find her.
It's like where the Eskimos have got like 23 words for snow.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's snow.
It's just snow. Yeah.
Oh.
Right then.
Alright.
That was a big old bit of exposition, wasn't it? Basically, the bad guys did some bad stuff, and we've got to stop them from doing more bad stuff.
Well, these are the bad guys that we thought were good guys, but actually had bad intentions all along.
But are the good guys or bad guys? There might not be bad guys yet.
The Patriots are definitely the bad guys.
Right. Anyway, so yes, thank you everyone for watching. Oh, shut up, Rose. Every week we do this. Look at
remember when I blah blah blah.
And I just rang her again. Right. Oh my god, right, whatever's going on.
Just leave the controller alone.
Just leave it alone.
Stop it.
Right, so yes everyone, thank you for watching. We'll be back next week with episode 6. Hopefully, I'll be a little bit less kind of annoyed.
Distracted by Terraria.
No, that's not going to happen. I'm addicted to Terraria, utterly addicted. Right, anyway. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.